What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Stocks by the Numbers, and I wanted to do a quick update on everyone's favorite stock, SoundHound, ticker symbol SOUN, listed here on the NASDAQ. Stock $2.01, down 1 cent, 0.5% here on the day, a couple of cents here after hours. And I know that we haven't looked at it in, I don't know, maybe since like back in August. And of course, we had the big breakdown, as you see here, top left of the screen, the O, the H, the L, the C. You can see the low $1.58 hit. I know a lot of people thought it was going to maintain that 2+ level, and of course, as you see, it broke down, basically retesting that fib, and then immediately bounced back up to 211, and has since kind of just been bouncing around, chilling at around $2. Now, this is basically our new support level here that it looks like. Looks like we had that flash crash and now back up. So, of course, we have that support level going that way as well. However, this low back here, December 22nd of 22, and the low of January 10th, 2023, boom, we draw that across. I had the $1.70 price label there because a lot of people were asking where it was going to go here when it was about $1.88, $1.90 there on that break. And that's why I said if it breaks that diagonal support line, then it's going to drop down potentially to 170. And you see that didn't happen right away. And then, of course, we broke that level and almost got down to about that 1.5 level of this support line, but we bounced up. So, SoundHound AI, what's going on? Well, if we check the news, we can see a couple of days ago here, SoundHound AI, Samsung Electronics to provide White Castle with AI drive-through technology. Now, I know a lot of other people in the Discord were also asking me about Presto Automation, I believe it is, PRST, which is basically a company that is also in like this audio AI sector. And that also could be a very good play as well. I was going to take a look at that, and I mean, obviously, again, PRST is the symbol. If you guys want to look it up, consider taking a position. It's entirely your own prerogative. I just feel like that situation may potentially give us a more attractive price down the road. And now we have a situation with SoundHound where, again, I felt that it really shouldn't have dipped below 2, in my opinion. And then you had that break there at the $1.58. So if anyone stepped in the 150s, the 160s there just about 2 weeks ago, congratulations, because in my opinion that was a phenomenal entry. But right here, anywhere around $2 really, I would say is a decent entry. And of course, just a couple of days ago, now they're rolling out their technology to help out White Castle in their drive-thrus. It says roughly 100 locations. And you got Davidson initiate SoundHound with a buy rating. The last couple of weeks, it actually has bounced back, and it's gotten some positive reports here. And now everyone's saying that this is going to be potentially like the main AI voice. Yeah, as you see here, brokerage says SoundHound set to be quote standard in the voice AI market. But in my opinion, I just think they're just a slightly more recognized and potentially just slightly further ahead than Presto, and that's why I feel like SoundHound right now is the one to own. But I will try to do a video on PRST. But as of right now, in my opinion, this is our key level here, and that's going to be the key level. Where's my low there? Yeah, like right there. So that's going to be the key level right there. As you see, it's kind of been bouncing around that trend line there. And in my opinion, it's going to need to hold that to continue to grow. But again, these companies recently have sold off because they can sell off, which is what I always talk about when I talk about companies being a little overvalued in the numbers. And of course, more importantly, I kept talking about a potential sell-off in the overall markets and major indices as a whole. And obviously that adds to a smaller situation like SoundHound, or we just looked at STEM Inc., or even a company like a Fubo, right? Like these are technically considered like smaller cap stocks that could potentially right now in the moment be ready to make a U-turn and start to grow. But if there's a lot of selling pressure, then it's going to go down if it can go down. And again, a company like SoundHound, $480 million market cap. We know it's going to be volatile. They're technically losing money every share, And if you look last year, they only brought in a little over 30 million. So, can they completely tank it down to like 60 cents? No, probably not. However, again, during this volatility here, when it started to hit throughout September, as you see, for a stock like this to drop from 240 to 220 to low twos, it's understandable and a little bit more justified. However, I think that White Castle announcement is absolutely phenomenal, because I have a feeling that SoundHound is going to be the stock to own. And again, right here at $2, I mean, it could drop and it could start riding this bottom support line as well, $1.60, $1.50s again. And of course, that would suck if you get in here at 2. However, again, I do feel, in my opinion anyway, down the road, it's probably going to pay off. And even right around here back in March was when we initially found the stock, and it was about $1.80, $1.90, and then we had the big run up to north of $5. So the returns that we have already technically seen in SoundHound have been just absolutely phenomenal. And of course, now we're having a big sell-off, so we could potentially be positioning ourselves here for potentially the next leg higher. And that's what I feel, anyway, in my opinion, is what's going to happen with SoundHound. I know a lot of you are watching it, and you guys always give me views and likes and appreciate my update videos. So I just wanted to come back to this one because I know we were kind of like going to the well and beating a dead horse a little bit. So that's why I wanted to give it some time before I came back and did another update on Sound. However, we did just have that big pullback to sub 160, and now we're back at the $2 range. So I know a lot of you may be excited now with some of this recent movement. But switching over here to stock charts, we're looking on the daily. You can see RSI touch below 47, and now it's almost back at that mid-range there of that 30 and 70 benchmark. But in my opinion, I do think it's going to at least stay steady here or potentially rise up. You can see multiple rejections off of this mid-Bollinger Band here, but I have a feeling it's going to meet up with this 200-day moving average and potentially get back above that, which is in turn going to give it just a little bit even more stability moving forward, another level for it to bounce off of. And with the recent run, you can see the MACD has actually crossed to the upside, so that's why we could potentially stay bullish here. Switching over to the weekly, RSI at about 43, not much happening. Does look like a bullish hammer, so that's why, again, we could potentially keep rising here. Overall, the last couple of months, though, MACD has kind of just been slowly kind of just heading downward. Two little parallel lines there, just consistently dropping and decreasing. But I will say the company has earnings. When is this? Earnings around November 9th. Estimates of 12.782, right? Going back to the last couple of quarters. That's more than they've seen, really, going all the way back since November of last year. So that's going to be a potential big quarter for SoundHound. And again, the news with the White Castle, roughly 100 White Castle locations. In my opinion, I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the beginning. So if everything goes according to plan, in my opinion, SoundHound is going to work out very well for a lot of people. And if it does really begin to start chunking up and growing over the years, you're going to come back to these videos, these conversations, and you're going to say, wow, it was down at $1.80. I should have bought it. It was at, $2.08. I should have bought it. It was at $2.40. I should have bought it. And, again, if they start to show some stability and some consistency and even sign even more deals, the bottom support may be $3.5 instead of $2, and you're going to wish you got it. And like I said last time, we had the rally up to $5. Of course, the overall market and the quote-unquote AI boom and stuff, I'm sure that definitely added to it. However, sometimes you just find yourself in the right place at the right time, and you see some astronomical returns. So again, $2 here. If we happen to have another run up to $4.5, $5, I mean, you're talking about, 150% return. So definitely one worth keeping an eye on, not only for short-term traders, but of course for long-term investors as well, who are looking to get into the sound, speech recognition, AI sector. And I think SoundHound's going to be good. So I'll end it there. So once again, this is Stocks by the Numbers. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop it down in the comments section. I'm usually very quick to reply. Like the video, thumbs up. Algorithm helps me get more eyes on the channel. Share the video. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. That is our handshake agreement. I will do updates on SoundHound. I'll look at companies. We got Disney, ExxonMobil I looked at, right? I'll bring you guys stocks like Fubo down at $1 and change, one of the best calls. And, of course, if I have any day trades or any scalp trades on the market overall or any specific stocks, I will try to let you guys know in the Discord link in the description of every video. And shout out to the group in the Discord. But been making some great calls over there. And so if you guys want to come in, if you want to do some scalp trades, some day trades, come on in. And again, I will do all of that for all of you. All I ask, just do me one favor. Push the subscribe button. That is how you help me help you. But more importantly, moving forward, like I always say, I understand that markets are rocky and they're volatile and they're very uncertain. So I want to wish all of you success. I want to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one.